Hello ladies and gentlemen, here I am at Upfest 2017 painting a big mural of a painting called Pop Girl. You may have seen it on all my social medias, and I was fortunate enough a couple of months ago to be commissioned to repaint this one on a little canvas, which would be nice because this one was painted in the rain. Yes, so as I said, because of the rain, the wind, and the aspect of painting outside live, this was really exciting to come back and paint this one on a canvas in a controlled environment in my studio. Here, you can see I've put down the canvas, and I've put down the base colours, and now I'm putting in some midtones. Just a stencil. Some light greys for the R2-D2 helmet, some dark blues for the bits of the R2-D2 helmet, and then another skin tone for the hair and the face, all this sort of mid-tone shadowy stuff. But as you can see, this mid-tone on the face, you can barely see it, and it's way too pink, so I wasn't very happy with that one. So I thought, you know what, let's change that. So I put the stencil back on and we blocked out all the helmet and the sword and all that stuff with tiles and stuff, and I put in papayas, which is a belt on colour, and as you can see, that has now made it more earth tones, less pink, and also you can see the difference between the colours. This happens a lot, but you know, that's the advantage of spray paint, and the disadvantage is you can cover very quickly, but at the same time you never quite know how colours are going to look together. So now I'm going on to the next layer. Here we are doing the skin tone. This is in sort of I think this is a Chepias brown, something like that, or Chepas brown, and then Cinquentia brown, which is the hair. Again, this is an extra tone. I don't normally do another tone, but because it's skins, I wanted to add another layer. So we've got that two browns and then the base colour, or two skins in the base colour, the hair, which is the dark brown. Oh, and now we're doing the Sword of Omen. Have I discussed what this painting's about? I don't think I have. Have you know this is one of the ones about the apocalypse coming and us all arming ourselves with our postmodern weapons and equipment, and this Pop Girl here has the helmet of R2-D2, the Sword of Omen from Thundercat, and there'll be a few more references later on, which you'll see. I'm just painting the black around here to get the structure of the face, figure out quite where everything goes. Just using black acrylic, I believe. And then we're going into the final stencil before we put on the easel. This is the light tones, the highlights. Normally, if you're painting grey, there'll be whites, but in this case, I've got lots of colours going on. So we are doing the bits of the R2-D2 in a lighter blue. All the grey, with the sword and the helmet, the metal things, that is a white, and then the sort of a creamy bone for the skin tone. There you can see it all graduates quite nicely. In a minute, I'll start bringing the different colours into the face. And now we're going to the easel. Wow, I'm going fast. Putting the straps on for the helmet, very Tank Girl-esque. Going in with a Posca pen in black to refine and define all the helmet. Because the helmet's metal, R2-D2 is a robot, therefore the black is very important to get that comic book look that I do, but also to get the structure, the rigidness. I could use a paintbrush, but I've just used a Posca pen. And now we're going into the eyes. The eyes, as I say in every video, you can mess up the whole painting. As long as you get the eyes right, you will save it. Putting a bit of grey. I usually go for the grey tones in the eyes to make them pop out. Here I'm just adding, what am I doing? Highlights? Yeah, more highlights. Oh, no, more lights. Low lights. I'm putting in detail. I don't remember. Putting in some highlights of the eyes, the helmet, all the little lens flares, how it's reflecting off the metal on the sword and the helmet. And then we're going into the face with the war paint, if you like, very Tank Girl-esque. War paint, bit of red into the helmet. So now the red is in the helmet and in the sword. That's tying together. You've got the blue in the helmet and the face. That's tying it all together. And then we're putting in sort of the belt buckles and a bit of detail. Comic book detail into the straps, going back into the face, into the eyes with the Posca, adding eyelashes, eyeballs, those little bits that are in your eyeballs, the tiny little lashes at the bottom, just making it all really pop out and refined, and more importantly balanced, fluffing up the eyebrows as you like. The look here is balanced now. I'm really happy with it, and it looked really good. The balance of the stencil, sometimes you've got to do a lot more work. This one didn't need too much work, but as you can see, she's all coming together nicely. I'm just adding detail, really. That's all I'm doing, just adding little bits here and there to make things pop, to make things go back. The hair, this sort of spaghetti hair, which I've really got into recently, painting like this with this hair. I love it. I've done it in a lot of recent ones. I think it looks really cool how it nearly looks like it's alive. Adding some flair to the, or shadow, and highlight to the eyes and the sword, bits on the nose and the forehead, and of course there you go, we've got the Triforce from Zelda, and then we're doing the Deathly Hallows tattoo, which I think would look really cool. I might do that one day. And there's our other two references. We've got the Deathly Hallows tattoo, and we've got the Triforce from The Legends of Zelda necklace, which in a minute I'll put some yellow into. You've got the R2-D2 Star Wars, you've got the Sword of Omen from Thundercat, you've got the tank girl esqueness of it, and then you've got the whole hero vibe. This whole powerful female who's going to kick your ass. And roughly that is her. Oh, there she is. Well, that's handy. Good timing. I love how she came out. It's so nice doing this one on a canvas opposed to outside in the rain. You get to add more detail. You get to fix problems that you saw the first time. And more importantly, you get to control it. But that's the cool thing about doing outside work and inside work. So anyway, there she is, my pop girl. I hope you enjoyed the painting. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe and all that junk. And I'll see you in the next one. I need a catchphrase for going out of these videos. Bye!